Hey, my name is Tyler Wolf. I'm 34 years old. I'm the campus pastor at Bridge Church in Oconomowoc, and I'm a graduate of Teen Challenge. My addiction started early, it sped up quickly, and it almost killed me. I spent 8 years lost in addiction, starting at the age of 12, and every year that I got older, my addiction got worse and worse, until I was about 20 years old. It was February 14th, I overdosed on heroin for the first time, and my life almost ended. There's just the saving grace of God that woke me up from that overdose that day, and I had this voice of hate going through my head, just speaking my reality over me, saying, "You are a lonely, homeless, junkie, thief, alcoholic who's gonna stay this way forever." But I remember a much smaller yet more powerful voice coming over me saying, "But to me, Tyler, you're worth it." 2 days after that, I found myself in the backseat of my dad's car driving to Teen Challenge, and little did I know, once I got there, my life would change forever. So when I got to Teen Challenge, after a few days of sobriety, which was the longest time I had sober in so many years, I sat down with another student from Teen Challenge, and I was just kind of pouring my heart out because of everything that I had gone through, and now I'm so far away from home, and I don't know what the rest of my life is gonna look like. And he was really nervous, but he looked at me and he said, "Tyler, I think you need Jesus." And then he ran off and he got one of the Teen Challenge staff members. His name was Jeff. And Jeff came back and he led me in a prayer. And then he said, "Tyler, I want you to pray. I want you to give your life to Jesus." And I remember my prayer being the least spiritual thing you've ever heard. I just said, "God, I'm not totally sure if you're real, but I've tried everything else and nothing is working, so I give my life to you." And I opened my eyes and I looked at the staff member and I said, "Hey man, I don't feel any better. I don't feel anything." And I remember him looking at me and saying, the first of many lessons I learned at Teen Challenge, he said, "Tyler, I want you to take the word feel out of your vocabulary, because the truth about who God is not dictated by your feelings." But that was just step one. I spent my whole year at Teen Challenge looking at the Bible and reading these things that God says about me, reading who Jesus says that I was, and then differentiating the voice of God and the identity that he gave me apart from the identity that the enemy was giving to me, the world was giving to me, that I was speaking over myself, and finally figuring out who I really was. You know, sometimes I think about all the different paths I could have taken to either end my life or better my life. And I'm so thankful that I found myself inside of the four walls of Teen Challenge. It wasn't just about fixing my surface level problem, my drug addiction. It was about finding out how loved I am by Jesus, so that I didn't just leave a sober person, I left Teen Challenge a saved person who understood how much God loves me.
Great Lakes Adult and Teen Challenge. Hope lives here. If you know someone struggling with addiction, call us at 414-748-HELP or visit us online at greatlakesatc.com.